Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 12/23/2024. Awareness. Are you aware of your surroundings? Know the room. Know your role. I played a part yesterday. I bit my tongue. I kept myself. It was a challenge. I'm being very challenged. It is so strange to be like, you can't tell people things that they don't want to hear. You may never be able to tell it to them, ever. So when people question you, take your time. Why are you acting defensive is often a reaction to somebody that is attacking. Is a bad word for it, but it is essentially what it is. It is a verbal, when you're questioned inquisitively with intent, there is reaction. Every cause has an action. Every action has a reaction. So then you'll get, don't raise your voice. Be humble. Follow the leader. I loved Follow the Leader when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite games. I liked it both ways. I liked to be the leader, and I thought it was fun to have to challenge yourself to do what the leader did before you, because sometimes it turned into like a daredevil thing. I don't understand why I'm being challenged. I have no competition because I'm not competing with you or anyone. What is my value? Am I helping more than I'm hurting? Right is not a result. It's a direction. Right, left. Left is the other way. You can't have loose rules when you don't have a good team. A good team doesn't need rules. A bad team can be made into a good team with proper rules. But there's all kinds of things, like with parenting. You can have good parenting rules, but if they are not consistent and followed through with, which requires follow-up, there's all kinds of things involved. But you can properly do a system and put it in place and create a environment where it doesn't matter whether you're a good team or a bad team, but it's going to be a specific type of... Anyways, I don't want to get into all that. It's very boring. You can't be somewhere that you're not supposed to be. That's nonsensical. So wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. If I woulda, shoulda, coulda. How did you end up with 2 customers was the question I was asked. And then the follow-up with that, really without me even answering. Well, my answer was, I don't know. And then the second was, there are rules to follow. And I was in the middle of closing a shrinking sale on a very cold streak, right after I had started at the top line, and my customer had dwindled all the way down to the bottom of what I was trying to sell. And so then I had to go in and close what was left. It was just very interesting. Woo! I have a part to play. I have a role. It's my job to do my job. That's it. My job is my life. Work is a whole different thing. Your job is your purpose. Your work is a whole different thing. You have to fall in line at work and check the boxes. We work for money. Green. Dead presidents. The reason why we are tested, why we relive the same lesson over and over is, what have we learned? Life is found in moments, good ones, bad ones, forgetful ones that last forever. I've become more aware of eye contact in recent days. I never did much of that. I had a general, I never really made eye contact with people. I very rarely did it. I used it as a genuinity meter. Like, you'd get into something and you'd want to make eye contact with the person to see if they're like a real person. And but I don't think it's real. At least I don't think I'm using it correctly, I guess is the best way for me to say it. So it seems like that's something I can work on. I've been having to explain myself recently, really seems like for the last 2 years, with these negative presumptions. Whenever people ask me questions, there's connotation to it to start. And I'm like, what the F did I do? Why would you assume I would do something that was shady? How did I become shady? How did that happen? When all I try to do is be genuine. That's where the eye contact would probably help me. What happens when you assume? Have you heard that one before? When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So much assumption. And it seems like assumption goes on with my life. Maybe it's just because I'm such a conundrum. I'm just doing my best here. That's all I got. Take it or leave it. Leave it to the beeve. Leave it to Beaver. A little Americana at the end. I didn't sing today, other than my opening song. I guess this is where I'm going to leave it. Leave it to Breather. Leave it to Breather. Now I'm gibberish at the end. I'm going to try to land this. I will say that breathing does really aid growth and control. During yesterday's interactions, I really tried to work on breathing in specific moments. There is a direct correlation. There's a direct correlation between your breathing and everything, like your attitude, everything that you're doing. That's what I got. And you can find the Tao in your breathing too. So that's what I would have to say is, the Tao is great. Do great. Be great. Have an awesome day.